One time,
Standard.
baby. One time.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ashley Empowers. I'm Ashley, and today we're talking all about how you can know when a guy is losing interest. And what inspired me to do this video is having so many conversations with women who are getting signals that the man is no longer interested, but they don't know how to interpret them. So I'm gonna make it very easy for you, make it very clear so you can go forth in your relationships with certainty, knowing when people are interested or when they are not. So let's say you're going on a job interview, you have a bomb interview, it turns out really good, you even send a follow-up thank you letter just to check on the status of your interview, and they tell you that they're gonna go with somebody else, but they're gonna keep your information on file for the future. This is exactly like relationships. If an employer tells you they're gonna keep your information on file as a backup, are you gonna sit around and wait for that position? Of course not. You're gonna go back out there and you're going to see what else is out there. And this applies to dating as well. So sometimes relationships fizzle out for a number of reasons, but today I'm gonna give you 3 signs that you can know when someone is no longer interested. Before I get into the 3 signs, I do wanna say never, ever, ever automatically assume that it is about you. You can't make up a story in your mind and say, I did something, it was something I did. Like, let that go right now. And I want you to have the mindset that you're gonna thank God first, no matter what the outcome is of a relationship. Because when one relationship ends or when one relationship fizzles out, all that means is you're one step closer to who you're meant to be with, and you want to be thankful that you're no longer wasting your time with the wrong people. So the first sign that you can know a guy is no longer interested in you is you're not spending nearly as much time as you used to. Now, this can be an avoidant mechanism for men where they don't feel confident to kind of vocally say, they're kind of pushing back from the relationship. And sometimes they'll show you rather than tell you because they think they're keeping your feelings and your heart in mind, but really it's just an avoidant mechanism. So he's not trying to disclose how he really feels. Therefore, he's kind of pulling back a little bit, not calling as much, not going out as much, not being as intentional. And this is a sign that he's losing interest. So what you want to do is have an honest conversation so you can gain clarity. Now, the second sign that a guy is no longer interested is that he's not putting in effort anymore. His phone calls and his text messages have steadily decreased, and he's not showing up how he did in the beginning of the relationship. So you guys used to text, you used to FaceTime all day, you used to call, he used to check on you throughout the day, but now it's kind of like crickets. He may go hours from responding to you, or it may go days without communication. And when you notice a slowdown in a man's communication, this can be a signal that 1, he's entertaining other options, or that he's no longer interested. And so if someone is doing the bare minimum, they're not planning dates. Sometimes you'll even notice that men will have changes in their physical appearance where they no longer care how they look in front of you. They no longer try. And this really shows he's no longer motivated. Now, I will say this. Life is life for everyone. And so before you assume that these signs are, okay, he's no longer interested, you have to communicate with him. You have to check in with him, see what's going on. Was there a sudden life change that caused this? You really want to see where people's head is at, because let's say something's going on in his personal life that he hasn't felt comfortable to open up to you about. You can talk to him so you can support him. But if there is nothing personally going on, he's going through life just like normal, but he's just slowing down on communication, not making any intention or effort, that is a sure sign that he's losing interest. So the third sign is that he's dodging questions about you guys' future together or where the relationship is going. And he's not taking any steps to make you guys official. He's not taking any steps. He may be acting like you guys are a couple, but he's not vocalizing it. He's not introducing you as his girlfriend. He's keeping you on the low when it comes to social media. And he's really doing everything he can to kind of avoid those conversations, or he's kind of giving you those roundabout answers that's showing he's really not serious. And you have to understand, when time has gone by and a man still isn't sure if he's ready to be in an official relationship, that means he's thinking there's other options out there. When a guy notices your value and your worth, he is going to be quick to snatch you up, okay? So when he's dodging those questions, when he's avoiding those conversations, it is a signal that he's losing interest and that he really doesn't see a future in the relationship. So at the end of the day, effective communication is key. Effective communication will allow you to have a genuine and honest conversation about where you stand and if you're even still compatible. When you're able to effectively communicate how the lack of communication has been making you feel, also communicate your needs and wants and hear where they are. If they don't match up, it means you're no longer compatible. And that's okay. The sooner you know each other is not compatible, the sooner you can move on and start attracting people who will value you, who will court you, who will take you on dates, who will be intentional, who will introduce you to mama and them, okay? So that's why effective communication is key. The worst thing you can do is ignore the signs. The worst thing you can do is create stories on why he's acting the way he's acting. You have to effectively communicate. Now, there is a way that you can learn feminine communication skills and effective communication so you can thrive in your relationships. If you're someone who's like, I really have a hard time having these conversations, or you notice that this pattern keeps happening, I 100% recommend you checking out the Worthy of the Wait Institute. It's a program that helps you prepare for marriage and teaches you feminine communication skills. And the real value in that to you is that these skills will also transfer into your marriage. And it really helps you show up with presence and really helps you to show up as a captivating and fascinating woman in your relationships. So doors open up in June. There is a link in the description box below so you can join the waiting list, because you will be the first to know when doors open, and you want to be the first to know because there is limited seats. So definitely join the waiting list by clicking the link below. And if you've made it to the end of this video, comment below, "I am the prize." Comment below so I can know which of you ladies are going to show up as the prize in your relationships. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.